Every franchise brand has a list of their top performing franchisees. And like clockwork, in every annual conference, those are the franchisees that are taking all of the awards and all of the accolades during that special celebration. In the meantime, 99% of the franchisees are watching them and admiring them, wishing they were them, and wondering what does it take to be those top performing franchisees. Hi, my name is Aisha Bascaro, and I am the founder and CEO of the American Franchise Academy. And today, in this multi-unit Mastery Monday, we are going to talk about what are the things that those top 1% performing franchisees have in common. But before we can get started, I would like to invite you to give us a little thumbs up if you are in one of our platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook. Give us a little thumbs up so that you can tell us that you're here. Please let us know where you're from. And if you are, and we will also like to invite you to join our YouTube channel so that you can watch videos like this. We have lots of videos from the past, and every week we're here giving you more information, tools, knowledge, and resources so that you can be successful. And if you are already in our YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe and, ping the bell so that you can be notified of events like this one. All right. So, what is that mysterious things that these top performing franchisees have that make them so successful? One of the first things that I see in common in these top performing franchisees is that they are, for the most part, multi-unit franchisees. The only rare occasion that somebody that is a single unit franchisee that might be in that top performing list is if they happen to have the highest volume store in the brand. Other than that, normally those top performing franchisees are multi-unit. Now, not all multi-unit franchisees are top performing franchisees, but the ones that do the multi-unit enterprise management the right way, those are usually the ones that end up in that 1%. Now, why is that? And the reason I believe that is because when you have a multi-unit organization, you are able to delegate operations, the day-to-day work of the business, and you have more time to be able to work on your business and not in your business. When you are a single unit franchisee or you have two or three, you are very busy working the day-to-day operations. You might even be managing one of the units, right? And so it is very hard to get away from that day-to-day operations to really think on your business in a more strategic level. And so those franchisees that do become multi-unit the right way, they have the ability, like I mentioned, to delegate operations and therefore be able to be more strategic on where they spend their time day by day. And so that is, I think, one of the key clues that tells you how you can become a successful top performing franchisee. Now, if you are able to get quickly to that level of multi-unit where you can delegate operations, whether it's 4 or 5 units, then you can spend that strategic time working on your business. And now you can scale into 5, 6, 10, 20, 100 units because you have the ability to focus on that growth in that strategy and not in opening and closing, and working on the details of your units. So the first key and characteristic that these top performing franchisees have in common is that they are multi-unit operators. All right. So what is the second characteristic that these top performing franchisees? And without a fault, it is absolutely the fact that they absolutely understand the value that people bring to the organization. Now, whether it is the frontline team of people that do the work every day, right? Opening and closing, doing the operations, handling and taking care of customers, the franchisees, those top performing franchisees understand the value that each and every one of those team members bring, whether you are a unit manager or the dishwasher in the back of the house. They understand that with that every business is a machine, And that without every one of those people doing their part, that the machine does not work properly, right? And not only is understanding it, but valuing that contribution is what's key. Under the same area of valuing what people bring is the fact that whatever your weakness is as a leader, so it is somebody else's strength. Now, whether it's somebody that is in your team, whether it's management or higher levels, or maybe people in your community, or maybe even people in your family, you have weaknesses. And within people, if you understand that you have weaknesses, and other people have those weaknesses as strengths, meaning that they know and can compensate for your weakness, and you value that, and then listen to that and search for that you're missing, then these top performing franchisees are able to not only bring amazing people to their team, but they're able to balance the things that they're missing so that their company can be successful and grow. And not only that, if you value or understand the value that people bring, and you really, really get it, then you will care about each and every one of your employees. And when you care about them, when your actions, your words, right, show and demonstrate to them that you care, they will care back. And that caring back is what's going to give you that additional effort and loyalty from them that will help and carry your business into the success of the future. And so that is a second characteristic that top performing franchisees have, that they understand the value that the people bring to the organization. The third characteristic that these top performing franchisees have, and is being absolutely clear, is that they understand numbers. And what I mean by that is that they understand the power of the 1%. They know that for every percent or every tenth of a percent change, exactly understand what does that mean to the bottom line in profit. They also understand what the break-even point is of their business and each and every one of their units, and how they can affect that break-even point, and how you need to use that break-even point to make decisions, financial and business and otherwise, so that the business can be beneficial for the long run. They understand that, and they know it with a high level of intricacy. They also understand that within numbers, metrics matter, because the metrics move the needle. And when you are able to have the metrics, you are able to move the needle and therefore have the success that you want and deserve. And of course, they are relentless about their financials. It is not even day 2 of the next month, and they're calling the accountant saying, where is my P&Ls? Where are my reports? I need to know where we are. They are relentless about it, because they understand that if they know the numbers, if they see the reports, their dashboards, the information, then they can make smarter, better decisions for their business and be able to squeeze every penny out of that brand they invested in and make the most money, and at the same time increase their sales year over year, which is what makes them the top performing franchisees. So that is a third characteristic that top performing franchisees, they understand the numbers. And the fourth characteristic that I've seen among franchisees that are top performing, that get the accolades, all the rewards, it is they implement systems that allow them to have consistent execution. Now, you will think, well, of course, they have a franchise. They have systems so they consistently produce the brand. Yes, but here is where the franchise model informs these top performing franchisees on how to become successful by implementing the same principles that the franchise model provides, which is having clear, defined standards and procedures for everything that you do to be able to duplicate that brand day after day, year after year, city after city, country after country. And they grab that, that model, and they apply it to the business management systems. Because when you buy a franchise, you get the brand, not the business degree on franchise management. But we grab that same principle and then they apply it into how they manage the business, the people, their numbers, their marketing, the cash controls, everything that has to do with the management of the business. And that consistency of execution, because you have consistent processes and procedures that are documented and trained day in and day out among 5 stores or 200 stores. That is another characteristic of a multi-unit, of a top performing franchisee. And so if you do that, then everything, the same way that you're able to duplicate day after day, the brand, the burger, the service, the car wash, right? The massage services, they can also have their managers and leaders duplicate how they manage the people, the cash, the service, the marketing, and the financials in their business. And so that is an absolute passion for those top performing franchisees. And this is how they're able to then delegate operations so that they can continue to focus on the strategy view of their business. And they work on their business, not in their business, right? So there you have it. You have the key. That is the secret. How do you become a top 1% of the top performing franchisees in a brand? You have to have, first of all, become a multi-unit operator with great success. Number 2, you need to understand the value of people. Number 3, you need to understand your numbers with a high level of detail. And number 4, you need to implement systems that would allow your teams to have consistent execution of all your management systems, along with the brand systems of the brand that you invested in. And if you do that, you will not be able to be anything but a top performing franchisee. I hope that you find this of value. If you did, remember, give this a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're there. If you're not on YouTube channel, come on over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel and watch all the videos that we have done in the past. And if you hit the bell, you will be notified of videos that are coming up in the future. Thank you for being with me here today. I hope that you are having a great week, and we'll see you next week, Monday, and our next Multi-Unit Mastery Monday, where we continue to share information for you so that you can be successful in your business. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.